Welcome back to map number 3 of winner bracket round number 3. This is TYT taking on against Reason Gaming. This is the very last map in the best of 3 series. We're going to be watching TYT straight from the off here. We're going to get on board with Benny Central, who had a great search and destroy. My name is of course Gucci. I'm joined by Alan Bryce to talk you through this Call of Duty action.
Yeah, still on board with Benny on the sticks. Let's see what he can do. There's one coming up on him now. Does it get taken down? Let's jump on board with Shane.
Exactly so, Bryce. He did have a little bit of a stinker on that search and destroy, but I'm sure he will redeem himself in this more objective-based game modes. But Hadzi picking up a two-piece, trying to do some shutting down work around his own portal area. Quicker than you, takes down one. There's going to be another on his right-hand side. He's bypassed him.
Oh, he's going to make a slide. No!
Thought he was going to be able to do that, but Hadzi takes him down in the back. That's a crucial kill to stop TYT taking the lead.
Now it seems like TYT have got map control and they're trying to push forward once again. Krabs picks up one. He's looking for the second. He's being shot at. He's quite calm there. Takes down Mags as well. Holding mid-map. One's going to come behind Tank and close him down now. That's Benny. Benny could actually score here if he continues going.
Yeah, it's all about whether you've got the kahunas to make that push though, Bryce. He doesn't want to leave himself exposed at the back too much. Hadzi once again coming up big, taking down quicker than you. Said just doing the defensive work though. Now there's going to be an engagement very, very soon. It's going to be Said. Got a player coming on his left-hand side. He's in the window. Benny Central manages to get the better of him. That's going to be a point on the board, surely, which it is. TYT take the lead. 1 minute 30 played, Bryce.
He's going to sit on board with Shane. Shane is on Overwatch now, trying to hold this down. Donating Wheeler. It's going to see one. However, they're all spawning up around him. Not able to get that one. It's now Benny Central we're going to jump on board. Let's actually jump on board with Hads. He's 7-3. Can he try and convert that into a blitz point?
Yep, 7-3, pushing down this left-hand side. Teammate's gone down, but Benny Central quick to answer back yet again. Krad's putting points on the board, taking down Luke. That's 3 down. It was just Said left last alive. Hadzi once again straight off the spawn, so 7-4 now. Mags not having a great game, 1-7. Still possible to get back into it though. There's still 8 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, all the slug of that. Benny at the moment is 7-1. This guy has been stepping it up for TYT this time, and actually using a thermal. Not a lot of people run that on this map, but he's using it at the moment. And he's doing well with it. And they're just trying. The problem is that they're massively outslaying. They just can't seem to get in there. And the problem is with that, which I keep saying the problem is, if they can't convert this into points, then if they can end up trading. There only has to be someone sneak round, and all that hard work goes for absolutely nothing. But Shane now running in, she gets the slide, does actually bring it to 2-0. And at the moment they're doing very well.
They do need to capitalise on the domination that they do have though, Bryce. I mean, as you said, they're putting up the numbers, they're outslaying, and they need to just get those points on the board. I mean, point for example is EU qualifiers for last Call of Duty World Championships. TCM outslayed Farico completely, but they didn't get their shot at world champs. I mean, that's going back a year or so now, but now Shane pushing forward, taking down one, went for a second on Mags, unable to pick him up, so he popped out from behind that car.
But I mean, that is actually key to what we're talking about there. Look at the amazing work Shane did, and it all come to nothing, as he did get shut down, and so did his teammates. They weren't able to get in there, and Benny might have still, I think he's been seen now. I think he was got soon through the window, and he's going to be shut down at the same time. At the moment, it's Reason Gaming who kind of just holding on.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, holding on is exactly the right word. They're only 2-0 down, even though they've been outslayed completely, Bryce. And I think TYT are missing a trick here. They need to get themselves in towards those points. Maybe all of Reason Gaming's kills have been the vital kills, preventing anything being put on the board for them, though. Hadzi down this left-hand side now, coming through the tip.
Yeah, Hadzi now, great shot through the wall, and he's going to continue forward here. 10-8, top fragging for his team at the moment. Looks like he's going to switch toward middle. And he did that. I think he did see that. As I recall, that kind of made me think he saw him. And now he's moving through. He might have actually slipped the net here, Gooch.
I think he's going to be able to get this point on the board. You know, Bryce is going to be their first point. There we go.
That sneaking.
And now there's just 1 point in it. So TYT are only in the lead by 1 point. One slip up, and it's all back to 0-0 effectively. And there it is. It's all square, 2-2, and that's not great for TYT. You know, they've outplayed them completely so far. They've just not got those points on the board. Look at Magazzini, 4-13. They just need to capitalise a little bit more as Krad takes down one. Oh my God, they're all there. Definitely not going to happen for them. Shane goes in for the glory. Not going to happen for him either. 20 seconds left on this clock. We're 2-2. And it looks like it might stay that way in at the half.
I can only imagine how frustrated TYT are in this half. They did so much hard work. We saw great kills from them, strings of kills. They managed to convert it to 2, and then
They've got double the kill.
Reason traded it off later on with a relay that was actually just sneaking through. That's all it was. They managed to get the sneak on this map is criminal for it, simply because of the ways and the way the spawn happens. There's a lot of way to duck.
Have got double the kills, Bryce, and yet they're equal on points. That just shows that it's not all down to the kills. And like you say, the sneak is exactly what happened. Reason, I mean, had he got the first point on the board, he snuck around the back, he slipped the net a little bit. One of the TYT players didn't see the alleyway that he ran through, and then Luke did the exact same. He pushed the right hand side. They weren't expecting it. They were thrown off by the fact they'd lost a point, and then he was there ready and waiting for the relay. So you're exactly right with the sneak, Bryce. Exactly right. And now they just need to stop that happening, or of course TYT needs to start doing a little bit of that themselves.
Yeah, we can see exactly how to do it. It's quicker than you, and Benny said he'll pick up the kills. Luke tries to get it. How to early survive that one. He gets taken down as well, and they all drop. It's going to be up to Hadzi on the defense now. Can he try and shut them down as the respawn comes in, and all of Reason are now going to set up and try and make it a complete sweep of kills so they can get back out.
Yep, Hadzi up this right hand side. He's just taken down quicker than you. Sed's taken down Krads as well. There's a smoke that will play to his advantage as Sed makes his kill a two-piece. Hadzi's opting for a different route out though.
Yes, look at this. They're now going to try and put some pressure on. Go up top. He's going to be very, very sneaky.
That's good from Hadzi. He's going to get a good angle on this blitz point as well. Of course, he'll play this a little bit slow. Hopefully his teammates will make some picks around that. They need to poke out. They need to make that kill, which Shane comes up big there. Quicker than you. Shane converts his to a two-piece. That was a vile play from him that prevented his team slipping into a deficit.
Instead actually gets the knife there to jump on board with him. He's going to turn around. Can you see the next one as well? The guy is actually just behind him, going to pick him up. He's following. Who is that? That is sneaky from Krads. He's going to have to challenge at least two more to get into this one. There's going to be two right there. Not able to do it. His teammates aren't able to back him up either. So it's still going to be 2-2 as we continue on with this game.
Yeah, on board with quicker than you. Now down this left-hand side, he sees a player in post office. That's going to be Luke. He gets the better of him. Knee slides for a little bit of extra cover, and he's right round the back of this portal. He can see it. Who's he going to have to challenge? He's got to play against one player. He's going to get the better of Luke again off the spawn. Just pre-aiming for a little bit of security. Didn't need it. 3-2 TYT. Take the lead here, Brycey. Krads on the spawn. Krads is on the spawn. He's got himself the double. He's going for the third as well. He's going to get the third in, Bryce.
No! Oh, yes, got it! Krads hold it down, and he's going to get the cap, the three-piece, to put TYT ahead by 2. They've just managed to hit him and quicker than you. Already teamed up there, and then Krads holding it down. And I felt like he was going to duck back a little bit at the wrong time. I thought COD timing was going to get him.
Yeah, but of course it didn't. Now Shane in the thick of it.
He's
again,
for it as well.
3 down. Shane will be able to get that, and that's 3-point lead they've got between them. This is looking good for TYT. They just need to hold this and cement a solid trade in on this.
Yeah, again, Krads coming up.
Oh, if he makes that, he's got it. No, unfortunately not. He just shot it a little bit to the right. The news in there.
Just they are now starting to roll them here. They're just continually pushing down, and there's nothing Reason can do. They need to trade, and it doesn't look like Mags is going to be able to do it. But TYT now in that position where trading for them just going to go so much in their favour.
Yeah, exactly. Shane just providing a little bit of support. Quicker than you down that left-hand side. Quicker than you slip the net. Looks if he is going to be able to make this. Once again, he needs a knee slide. Does manage to get in there. That's going to be 7-3. They've got a 4-point lead. Quicker than you. Mags is going all out relay by the look of things.
Oh, he does manage to get the hip fire, locks him in, but he stops. But nobody is actually coming back to take him on, I think, and he should be able to just walk that one in. And he will. It's still 7-4. It's still all to play for. TYT have the lead at the moment, but can they hold it?
They don't want to go too campy though, Bryce. I mean, a lot of teams make that mistake. They realise they've got the lead. They're perhaps losing it a little bit. They sit back. Krads coming up big against Mags there as he was trying to go for another point. Not going to happen. And now Krads has pushed up heavy down this left-hand side. Stuns and nades straight off the spawn. Needs to make that kill, which he does on Luke. That's another point for him, definitely. But it has been traded. Still 3 points in it. 1.5 minutes left to play. Krads is really impressing me, Bryce. 22 and 16.
It's only his teammate Shane that's actually beating him 23 and 15. Same amount of cash. He's trying to make another one. He does. Krads keeps going. I think Shane's there with him as well. And they are going to go for the pinch here as Krads picks up another kill. Shane coming down the other way. Can they take on these 3 members of Reason that are now in this area? Krads goes down. Shane goes down as well. Sen actually picking up a 2-piece to shut them down before any more damage can be done. But this is the home straight now for TYT. It's 1 minute left. Can they hold on?
Yeah, just 55 seconds. The difference, Bryce, that separates them from winner bracket round number 4. If they do manage to knock down Reason Gaming in this stage, I'd consider that a little bit of an upset, to be honest. I mean, we said this was going to be a very, very close game. TYT have looked so strong in it as well, to be fair. Apart from the search and destroy where they perhaps slipped up a little bit, Team scored objective, so that's 9-6 as that gets traded. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. This is looking really good for them. Krads going for the safe option.
He's in the bin. And it's not about trade. The thing is, a trade now goes in TYT's favour.
Exactly.
One more trade and it's done. And it's really, I think it's almost going to be done with the way that's actually going to rotate over. No, they are still able to. No, they're not. I'm actually completely lying. It is over. TYT are going to win that one.
Krads 25 and 17. Krads putting up big numbers there. Shane being followed up with 24 kills.
I will add a however onto this game.
Go on.
The amount that they outslayed Reason does not really justify itself on the scoreboard.
They should have won by a more convincing victory, you feel?
Considering that could have gone the other way several times and just how much they were killing them there. And like I said, it took up until, 3 minutes left for them to start to get that relay and get ahead. And at that point I said it was just Krads and Shane just really going in, quickly holding it down. Benny being that man always on lock, just defending. And it was a great play from TYT. They had that gear to keep going. They didn't get frustrated with all that defense going on. But there we go. TYT are going to win that 2-1, and they will continue on in the winners bracket.